Most people think financial failure happens because they don't make enough money. But that's usually not the real problem. Because some people make more money every single year and somehow still feel financially trapped. More income, more stress, more debt, more anxiety. Why? Because making money without a plan is like driving through life without a map. You move, but not necessarily in the right direction. And modern consumer culture quietly profits from this confusion because people without financial goals become easy targets, easy to market to, easy to distract, easy to keep consuming. Which is why the first step toward financial freedom isn't investing, it isn't side hustles, it isn't even earning more money. It's building your financial roadmap. Setting financial goals. Every successful company operates with a plan. Revenue goals, growth targets, long-term strategy. Yet most people go through life financially improvising. They work hard, pay bills, spend what's left, and repeat the cycle without ever clearly defining where they are, where they want to go, and how they plan to get there. Financial goals change that because specific goals force clarity. They force intentionality. And intentional people are much harder to manipulate financially. The dangerous thing about drifting financially is that it feels normal, especially when everyone around you is drifting too. Why is it important? Written financial goals create focus. They turn vague dreams into measurable targets. Because saying, "I want to be rich someday," means absolutely nothing. Real goals have deadlines, numbers, and systems. Once goals become measurable, your behavior starts changing. Spending changes, saving changes, priorities change. Because now, every financial decision has direction. Start early. Here's something almost nobody understands when they're young. Time matters more than intensity. A single $5,000 investment at age 20, earning 7% annually, becomes more than $160,000 by retirement. But waiting until age 40? That same investment becomes less than $41,000. Same money, completely different outcome. Why? Time. Compound interest quietly rewards people who start early and punishes people who wait. This is why financial procrastination is so dangerous. Every year you delay investing, the math slowly turns against you. Which is why one of the smartest financial moves you can make when you're young is simply starting. What's your net worth? An evaluation of your finances. Before any roadmap works, you need to know where you are. And financially, that starts with your net worth. Most people know their salary, but very few know their net worth. And that's dangerous because income is what you earn. Net worth is what you actually keep. You can look wealthy online while quietly drowning in debt offline. Luxury cars, credit cards, student loans, buy now, pay later. Modern finance makes it incredibly easy to appear rich before becoming rich, which is exactly why understanding your net worth matters. Why you need a net worth statement. Your net worth statement gives you a snapshot of financial reality. No filters, no appearances, just numbers. What you own, what you owe, and where your financial life is actually heading. Because you cannot improve what you refuse to measure. Most people avoid checking their finances for the same reason people avoid stepping on a scale after unhealthy months. They're afraid of the answer. But avoidance never fixes financial problems. Clarity does. The benefits of budgeting
Most people hear the word budget and immediately think sacrifice, restriction, limitation. But a real budget is not about punishment. It's about control. Because when you spend without a plan, someone else usually profits from your lack of one. A budget simply tells your money where to go before the world spends it for you. And that matters, because modern life is filled with invisible spending leaks. Subscriptions, delivery apps, impulse purchases, convenience spending. Tiny financial decisions, repeated every single day, slowly drain future wealth. The scary part? Most people never notice it happening. The benefits of budgeting. Here's the uncomfortable truth about money. Most financial damage doesn't come from one catastrophic decision. It comes from hundreds of small ones. Daily coffee, unused memberships, random online purchases, constant eating out. Small amounts feel harmless until they repeat for years. Because every dollar spent carries an opportunity cost. Money spent in one direction can no longer build your future somewhere else. Ending. Financial freedom rarely happens by accident. It starts with awareness, with honesty, with knowing where you are and deciding where you want to go. Because every financial decision today is quietly shaping the life you'll live tomorrow. And if you don't build a roadmap for your money, the world will gladly spend it for you. Stay sharp and stay financially aware.